I have read many books and I have not reviewed them on this channel for a number of reasons. I think, to be honest, I probably set my goals really high, up to the point of perfectionism, when I created the 7 Calorie Shell 2.0, because I wanted to make sure that the content that I gave you was so great and that I got into the nitty-gritty of the books. So every time I read a book and finished it, apart from being so happy that I finished the book, I just took notes and didn't really review the book, which is why I don't have as many book reviews on my channel as I would like. But in 2020, I'm trying to catch up. Unfortunately, when I counted how many books I've read but have not reviewed, I topped 35. So that's intimidating and I need your help. I would like you to tell me which books that I've read but have not reviewed that you would be interested in. So I'm gonna quickly just name the books. I will pull them out of my bookshelf, so hopefully this will be visually satisfying to some of you who have asked for a bookshelf tour, which I'm not gonna do right now. But here goes. Okay, so please take out your notebooks or open something on your browser, or just open the comments and just list maybe your top 3 books that you would like me to review in the near future. All right, so the first one is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. The next is wow problems. The next is maybe that's the universe saying, like, not those 3. Then the next is Kingdom of Souls, which was an arc by Rena Barron. I actually just realized that Rena Barron has written one, or has one coming out in 2020 that I need to be reading. Okay, so I will put these back. Okay. Oh, Brittany. Riot, baby. I know you loved this. I loved this as well. Lots of people read it. I think Tatiana read it, and Kata from Quarantine Pages. Like, there's a whole bunch of us who have read this one. So, and Mary Jo, I think you read it too. Yes, so Riot Baby by Tochi Onyebuchi. Then we've got Magnifique Noir by Briana Lawrence. This was really wonderful. I talked about it in my my mid-year freakout tag. Aha. A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This is The Wonder of All Things by Jason Mott. Really good one. But also, I've never heard anybody talk about it on BookTube, so I don't know what to make of that. American Street by E.B. Zoboi. What else? Oh, for sure, make sure that you have the journal that was designed, at least the cover was designed by the lovely Olivia of I Livy for Books. So make sure you have that. I haven't decided what I'm going to use it for, but happy about that. You know that I have reviewed Children of Blood and Bone, so we don't have to talk about that. The Summer Prince by Alaya Dawn Johnson. That was set in Brazil. Really interesting. The Forgotten Girl by India Hill. Then, also by E.B. Zoboi, the very sweet My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich. My shelves are kind of divided by genre, but kind of not. I think that's it for here. Oh, aha. The Unravelling by Dr. Karen Lord. Okay, that's all for here. And then The Dark Fantastic, which I buddy read with the awesome Adriana of Perpetual Pages. Strange Matings, which was co-edited by Nisi, Shawl, and Rebecca Holden. This is a collection of stories and essays about Octavia E. Butler's work. I think that is it for this section. Let's adjust. Hello. Then we've got The Black God's Drums by P. Djeli Clarke. I read this. This is an Indigenous author. It's Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. This one I really enjoyed. The Heaviness of Knowing. And this book was a pick from F-Bomb, which is a feminist book of the month club. This is by Sharolyn G. Brown. I really want to read the other two. Come closer. I want to read the other two books in that series. You need to just come closer. You shouldn't be that far. Then Elysium by Jennifer Marie Brissett. This one was wild. I think Angela from Literary Science Alliance read this one too, or at least I recommended it. So if you've read this, Angela, I want to know what you think of it. That book was really interesting. Then Redemption in Indigo, also by Dr. Karen Lord. And Redemption in Indigo is actually, I would actually recommend that you read Redemption in Indigo before you read The Unravelling by Dr. Karen Lord, because it is, both stories take place in the same world, but I think that the world is a little bit more accessible through Redemption in Indigo. So you should check that out first. Okay, we've got The Book of Night Women by Marlon James, and oh, this was incredible. So that, oops, if you're interested in stories that are set in the Caribbean, this in particular was set in Jamaica, so you should check that one out. Then we've got Looking for Livingstone by, well, it's Marlene Norbese Phillip on this book, but they now go by just Norbese, so check that out. Actually, no, not check it out. You should check it out, but if you want me to review it, let me know. It's a really cool novella. It's really lyrically written, and some of it is in verse, if you can see that. And it's about this woman who's on the search for Livingstone, who was the person who discovered Africa. So you can probably imagine that it is full of sarcasm and interesting things. There's also Friday Black by Nana Kwame Adjei-Brenyah, which I enjoyed and really want to talk about. Then New World's Old Ways, which is a collection of short stories, speculative fiction written by Caribbean writers. And then Filter House, which is a collection of short stories by Nisi Shawl, who is amazing. What else? Okay. Then Love Beyond Space and Time, which is an anthology of LGBT science fiction romance short stories. Very awesome. And Ghost Summer. I know many of you love Tananarive Due for a good reason. Ghost Summer is a collection of short stories that all take place in, I believe, this southern, I want to say southern town. Yes, but speculative Afrofuturist history, Afro-retrofuturist history, really cool. And then Nisi Shaw's collection Talk Like a Man that came out in 2019, which is a collection of short stories, some reprinted and a couple new. Hi, Tommy.
Hello.
And then, what else have I not reviewed? Escaping Exodus by Nikki Drayton. And, oh, I have to do this one too. Looking Ahead, which is a very, very modest but jam-packed collection of young adult science fiction that is mostly all people of color, and a number of the stories have black main characters, but Afro Latinx characters, I think, mostly. And this is Jason Rodriguez. Yes. Twilight Zone inspired short fiction for young adults. Oh, so good. The last story made me cry actual tears. And then what else do we have? Yes, I buddy read this with a good friend of mine, so that's Lagoon by Nnedi Okorafor. And then also I actually read the Book of Phoenix by Nnedi Okorafor as well. And since we're talking about Nnedi Okorafor, there's also La Guardia, which is one of Nnedi Okorafor's. I don't know if it's her first. No, it's not her first graphic anything, because she did the Shuri graphic novels for Marvel. But this is LaGuardia, which tells the story of a Nigerian American woman living in this futuristic time where there's a lot of alien immigration to the planet Earth, and it just takes up lots of topics on xenophobia, on racism. There's a lot of really good representation of gender and sexual orientation and ethnicity and all these things. And remember how I said I love like luscious art, bright colors and stuff? Like this is what we're getting in this graphic novel. So good. So LaGuardia. And I think this is oh no, The Jumbies by Tracy Batiste. And finally, House of Whispers by, sorry, my battery's going. House of Whispers by Nalo Hopkinson. So she actually wrote it, but there's also Dominique Domo Stanton and John Rauch. And this is volume 1, The Power Divided. So this is part of the Sandman universe. I think those are all the books. Those are all the books that I have read but have not reviewed. So as I said, if you're interested in any of those in particular, please let me know by leaving a comment in the description. I will tally them up, and then I will start reviewing using the 7-carry review system so that you can hear my thoughts on these books and you can choose whichever ones you would like to pursue. Thank you very much. I am going to restore this battery and I will talk to you soon. I forgot one. Far Sector, N.K. Jemison's Green Lightning contribution to the DC universe. Okay, bye.